Testing, testing. Let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah, let's build the game and see what I left yesterday. Okay, first thing, let's move the volume up again. Yeah, it's -12. Let's move this to full. I think it was after stream yesterday where I removed the, well, what should I call it? I had a filter on the game audio file destructively, but it was just, it sounded too bad. So I removed that. And that mostly affected the sound effects. Okay. So I have all these other sound effects that I need to add, and I'm debating if I implement them all in the code by using just a placeholder sound, or if I go at them one by one. And maybe I should go one by one. So I have the step sounds which I originally wanted to have per tile, but that's too much effort right now. So it's just one sound. destroying props, I have the crate. It would be weird if these vases sounded the same. So yeah, I think I'll have to go one by one. Unless... And I really need a way to test all the sounds. I should add that first, probably. Which shouldn't be too hard. I'll just add another mode in the editor. Maybe I'll do that after. And that's actually not that bad. And this is also okay. So let's look for a vase sound. And I think that's... There was wood sound somewhere here. So where am I? Okay, that's more like it. Too much metal. Oh, that actually sounds like pottery. It's too bright. I should pitch this down, but actually let me make a backup of the sound file and let's pitch this down. Effect, change pitch. That's much better. Even better. Too much. Okay, if I save this, in place. So then I can add these sound effects. Where my hit vase. And that was 11, 8, 4, 3, 9, 6, 9. And ending maybe here. Eight, 5, 8, okay. And that is hit sound. Oh yeah, box was opening it. I have to build that new because of the header file. Use undeclared. Oh, that's an urn. Okay. Let's call this correctly. Okay, that's good enough. Box, I have the root. Root is the same as the bush, I think. Let's see if I can find a root. There are some. That's fine. Then trap sprung. That is here. Trap sprung. Well, to play all of these with 0.5. That's actually not that good. I also don't like these macros. Because they're not granular enough to have to converts dbfs to float scalar. -3. Why can't I make this a macro? So this should all be 1. that means it's, what was it, 3 decibels too loud. So this should be minus 15. Does that make sense? Yeah, initializer element is not a compile time constant. But that's, but why? Oh, of course. What was the... If I want this to collapse at compile time, what was it that I had to do? Well, let's roll this back. This gets too complicated. Let's just make a 16. Actually, let's ask the internet PFS to linear What is this website? Factor is 2. Don't want the factor. It's actually not what I want. This is what I want. What? Why is this calculating it differently? Ten to the power of x divided by 20. So yeah, that's it. But why is minus 3 this value? Okay, so these are wrong then. Is that so? Minus 3, okay. Actually is, oops. Minus 12. Actually that's correct. Minus 15 is about that. Actually not. Minus 3 is, or was it minus 6? Oh, it's minus 6. Okay, minus 6 is divided by 2. If you go 6 down the decibel scale, your scalar divides by 2. So this is 18. And then this should be like this, minus 24. Yeah, about that. Okay. So let's make these minus 18. And that should fix it. Okay. So trap. We were at the trap. Trap actuation. Oh, I can actually make this a step sound. Oh no, let's not make that a step sound. Don't need this. Need this. Okay, now maybe a metal sound. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Let's just take the first one. And this is, yeah, that's too long. Maybe like this. So that's 11, 1, 7, 8, 1, 7, 8, and that's 1, 8, 8. Now we need a trap. That one. Pretty good. Okay, trap sound. Damage taken. That could be tricky, but there are some creature sounds. Well, actually, I can just make it something like this. Hmm. Maybe I should. Never mind. And then, I mean, maybe I should have used some of these sounds for the vase. That's a great sound for hitting a monster. Except for the trailing was it dust sounds? Let's just keep that. That's 3 million. I think that I'll have to make this kind of precise. 236, 242. I can just change these numbers, yes. Hit enemy. And that is here. Hit sound. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. So if the kind of the object is enemy, play the hit enemy sound. So that should work. Oops. That's actually kind of a jump scare. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Good. But now I need a sound for the hero being hit. I mean, if the hero was an orc or something, this would be nice, but at least in my mind, the hero's human. What could be alerting enough? Maybe a deep sound. I mean, that's actually something like that. I like the impact, but the trail is not good. I can, of course, Yeah, I mean, this is useless otherwise. So let's just good question. How do I do this? I want a low pass filter, but yeah, that's too much maybe. Also makes it kind of tinny. Oh, I think that's just the sound. Yeah, this one's much better, but I like this sound. I would maybe use this for something else. Well, let's just use it. Effect. Where are my filters? Not that great. Hello? Okay, it died. Great. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Just move the window into the background. Great. So about this much. Low pass filter. Again. Okay. Why not just use this for now? I could add a fade. Fade out. What is it doing? Just a little fade. Fade down. What? Exponential out. It's maybe too much. Percent. Start, okay. 50. Hello. Is it even fading? I think that's working. Let's just YOLO that one. Export. um, hit hero. Actually, that's what I want. And this is 191 600 191 that's actually 8. So let's get hit by something. Oh, this feels pretty good. All right. Damage taken. Okay, death is I can skip that one. That should be music. Pick up an item. Let's go back to the short ones. And let's just take one of these. Oh, maybe it... It should maybe be a dragging sound. These are actually pretty good shooting sounds. Why is it unable to play what I selected? I mean, that's like the one thing I want from this program. Or is it? Is it just so faint? What? Okay, this should... No, that's tricky. This is gonna click like crazy if I'm not stopping directly on the... where it crosses 0. Why is it not playing? Is there an option maybe? Hey Turbo, how's it going? I'm doing fine. I'm wrestling with Audacity a bit. But otherwise, good. Nice to hear. Effects preview, cut preview. What is this? Buffer length, latency. Okay, did I kill it? Nope. Makes no sense. What you're trying to do? I am adding sound effects to my game. In Audacity, I'm just trying to play what I selected here, but it's not doing it. I think I need to go further down with the buffer. Let's give it 25 milliseconds. I think that could glitch out, but much better. Okay, crazy. So that's clicking. So I need the end. Oh God. I need the end to go through the 0 point. And then it doesn't click. Okay, so that's, let's call that throw. Something like that. And that is sample 10, 8, 4, 9, 2, 9, 1. Let's keep it a bit simpler. And that is 10, 8, 4 plus 5, 4. And that is throwing stuff. So that is entity throw shoot. It's shoot. Does this call shoot? What? Yeah, okay, this calls shot. But this calls attack. So here I returns 0 if unharmed. Is that true? Oh, I mean, shooting always makes a sound, whether you hit or not. So play. What was it? Arrow. Whoosh sound. Okay, I have a dagger. Oh, that's just, I just did the entities. So let's find a spider. I hope they are here. No spiders. Oh, no spiders here. Give me some spiders, please. I can just place one. Would maybe be easier. Well, that didn't sound good. Okay. Oh, I think it started flanging. If two spiders shoot at the same time. So do I... Okay, the sound is not good in the first place. So... Oh, come on. Need to start much earlier. Much later. So let's just move it up. And if the same sound plays at the same time, that's problematic. So let's move this to 51 maybe. Oh, that's funny. The save game had the spiders in it, but the world did not. Okay, maybe just one. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll just have to test the game for the flanging. I mean, it's not really flanging, it's just a weird sound. But that is arrow shooting done. But originally I wanted to add the pick up the item sound. So I can That's a bit harsh. Too bassy. These are too... I mean, these are good for menu sounds. But I want more of a dragging. Something like that, maybe. It's too harsh. Baldur's Gate has something like this. I mean, the second one. Oh, that's also not bad. But that's dropping items. Let's use that for dropping something. That's not right. 12, 3, 3, 8, 7. Let's keep it there. 1, 2, 3, 8, 7. But that is 4, 0. I think this is in game. Drop. No. Oh, it's an item. Yeah, it's here. Drop item. Okay. Play drop item. There's no need to fuss about this. That I have to put this in 3 times. Drop item undeclared. Item handle. Yeah, let's just use this for more than just dropping it. Where was it? item, let's see. Let's also use this as equip. And let's use this as pick up. Where's the... Here, there it is. Use item. Item, pick up item. Read portal. Oh. That's so nice. Okay, that was pick up item. That was the equip sound. Not that much actually. Okay, let's look at the menu cursor, which is here. Is it? That's a good sound for what's it called? Saying yes in the menu. Okay, affirm. That kind of action. I like that. Menu, okay. Menu, cancel. And menu, move. So menu okay is 10 4 9 10 8 9 4 5 10 8 9 4 5 and 2 zeros, and that's the same except it's like this. Menu move. Let's make this a very slight sound. I don't want this to be doubled with this one. It's too silent anyways, I think. Yeah, 6-4. Yo, I thought it was Friday yesterday, meaning today was meant to be Saturday. So no ice hockey until tomorrow. That's funny. Yeah, today's Friday, I think. I also have difficulties with the days of the week sometimes. But glad you're here. So this is, let's use this as the cancel sound. Which is what was it? 11. Mm, 11.95. I've got a bank holiday today and Monday, so a nice 4-day weekend. Till work on Tuesday. Oh, that's nice. Is today that one Friday? I know what the day is called in German. So I think it's a holiday here as well. Didn't even realize. And 500. Okay. So where is the menu? I think it's here. Good Friday, we called it, which is named after the Good Friday Agreement with the UK and Ireland during the Civil War. Oh, okay, so maybe not a holiday here then. Okay. Wait, let me look it up what I'm talking about. Oh, it actually is the same, Good Friday. But it's something to do with Easter here. Yeah. So everything's closed today. That's good to know. How do I move the Menu cursor. Here. There it is. Play. Menu move. Play menu. Okay. And this is play menu. Cancel. Here not all places are closed. Some stores and the like are open till 4 p.m. instead of 9 to 10 p.m. My partner is working today, but she gets double time, meaning she gets paid a little bit more than usual per hour. Okay. Yeah, I think gas stations and the like are open here as well, but supermarkets and bakeries, they're all closed on holidays. But that's that's just another Sunday here, because Sundays everything's closed as well. Okay, that was a menu, but I need the inventory as well. Menu cancel. Move. That's drop item. Equip item. I mean, I think that's fine. Oh, this should play the menu. Okay, sound when it's opened, as well as this. And waiting. Should that play a sound? Not sure. Okay, let's leave it at that. Yeah, I need the move sound. Could be tricky. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's use this one. That's 20, 22, and this is 27. Actually should clean this. Okay, I'm opening the inventory, moving around. Okay, there are no sounds there. And there's a close sound. So now the other menu. Oh, there's no... I need a close sound in the controls. But other than that, this sounds pretty nice. Where are the controls? That's in help. Okay, here's closing it. Play. Menu, cancel. Let's just confirm this. Wrong one. Yeah, okay. Good. That's 3 more done. Cursor move, cursor apply, menu cancel, menu open. Then hit enemy. That's tricky. But I think there were some sounds at the front. That's all water. I mean, it should have kind of a bassy tone, but not as much as getting hit. I mean, there are the metal sounds back here, but that would mean that I have to add multiple sounds. That's actually not bad. Hmm. There's the metal again. That's a good sound, but isn't that what I have for getting hit? It's also not, it's too dry. That's better. I would rather have a more piercing sound, but more noisy than anything else. It's actually more like this. Let's use this one. This one. That is... Wait, hit enemy. I also already have hit enemy. I'm stupid. Great. Hello, give me an enemy, please. Yeah, there's no enemy hit sound. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm kind of loud. Okay, so I have the sound. Great. Then I'll just skip it. Enemy death, don't need that. Door. A door. Where were the wooden sounds? I think they were at the beginning. That's not wood. That's more like it. Back here. But I want... I want the door sound, please. That's all just water. That's earth. Well, I'm at the beginning again. No, that's wood. Okay. So I have a tiny bit of wood sounds. That sounds like a door, actually. Might have to pitch this down. Let's see. Well, that sounds like nothing. So never mind. I mean, no, that's not good. That's not bad. If you're using a single track for all sounds, I'm guessing you're using start and end times in the track for individual sounds. Yeah, correct. So I have in Audacity, down here is the samples where the cursors are at. All I'm doing is just writing it down here. So this is just the same thing. I like this, but it's too silent. Don't like this as much. And this sounds like kind of a door, but just not good. Might actually have to go with this for now. Door latch, maybe. So that's 9, 7, 3, 5. 6, 9, 7, 3, 5. That's 4, 8. Okay. And that goes into I think game. Nope. Entity. I think here. And also the same for the porches. Yeah. It's actually not bad. Why? Okay, I know why there wasn't a sound there. It's because that was a deer and they are not enemies. Let's make this a switch case. Oh, it's actually... And I have ally. So are deers allies? It's kind of weird. Deer, yes. Let's keep it like this for now. Door. Oh, doors. I didn't test the doors. I need a door. Let's just add one. Good. Stairs down, stairs up. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Let's jump. Let's see if there should be a sound for that. Not sure. Where is a ledge? I also should maybe turn off the ambient when I'm in the editor, but yeah. No ledges, there's one. No, that's totally fine. No ledge sound. Stairs up, stairs down. I don't think they need one. Okay, using items. That's... Oh. What happened there? It crashed. Are you still... OBS still running? Yeah. It's just... music went out and that sounded strange. Okay, new crash unlocked. Same old, same old. I think that's just me not having recompiled. I mean, using objects, I can just use the menu OK sound for now, I think. Oh, miss. Oh, for missing. For missing a strike. When you release on Steam, you should have a Steam achievement for a sec fault or boss error. That's if it does when it's fully released. You can do that. That's funny. But yeah, I'd rather it not Zach fault. But who knows? There's one game on Steam that I can't remember which one, that if you had a Zach fault, you'd get an achievement. But they'd purposefully not fix it for a year, so more people get the achievement. That's funny. But I'm not sure how you would detect that, because your program is dead at that point. Maybe it's with the Steam runtime? Not sure. Basically, you had a year to 100% the game. Either Steam runtime or there was some demon that would track it, no clue. Yeah. Sounds like it. But that's actually funny. Yeah, Steam achievements, I have no idea what I'll add. But if I mean, you can add them retroactively, I think. I hope so. Yeah, you must be able to. Oh, blinded. No medicine. I have a potion. Okay, the getting hit sound is unrecognizable. Oh god, the bug is back. It's incredible. Okay, I'll have to spend some hours again tonight trying to fix that. Okay. Let's add in the entity tag return 0, return 0. So let's just play a whoosh sound when you miss. I mean, sounds gets complicated because two sounds played, for example, here, with two things fighting. You always get two sounds, unless one does nothing. I should maybe stagger that, but that would mean every move you make has a cooldown. So that's bad. I mean, it sounds not bad. Definitely better than without sound. What shot me there? Was I poisoned? So yeah, but with the sample-based approach that I have, what's really cool is that you can, and what I do as well, you can randomize the start and end points of the samples a tiny bit, so it sounds much more organic, even though this still sounds kind of bad. It would sound way worse if I didn't have these random offsets each time the file is played. Okay, what was I doing? Strike miss sound, I have that. Drink potion, heal, I'll make that just the menu OK sound. That is item.c, use item, entities. Potion. It's in apply. Okay. It was menu. Okay. Same for medicine. Same for eating. I should have a heal sound, but that should maybe be musical. Okay, eating food, hunger increase. I should have a sound for getting stunned. That only happens when, yeah, here, when you're not eating. Let's see. Is there something? Oh God, that's annoying. Hmm. I don't like the stereo effect. It's actually not bad. Without this. I mean, you'd have no idea what this would stand for if you didn't know. So that's kind of bad. But yeah, for now, I think it's okay. So that's 5 million, 8, 8, 3, 6, and 6, and the other side is 5, 4, 2. And that is here. Play hero, no, stun hero. Think so. Yeah. How do I test that? Here. Hello. In item, it gets set full when you eat. And in game, it gets reduced. But it's only set initially in object. So this should work. Why is it not registering? Let's look at the code again. If it's less than hunger, it gets reduced here. I set it to hunger. To hungry. Gets reduced. If it's less than hungry. Oh, and okay. But shouldn't it also display here? It should render that I'm hungry. I think I can see this in the debug mode. Saturation is 400. Oh, it's loading a save file. Now I'm hungry. Okay, there was the sound effect. Should maybe not have the transient. Yeah, that's better. So that's 39. Let's see if that transient keeps away. Oh. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, this is damage from hunger, so there should be a sound. Hit a hero. Was it? Yeah. So let's set this to 0. Remember to start a new game. Good. And then I can, oops. Remove the changes here. That was being stunned. Level up should also be musical. Or should it? there were these whoosh sounds. Not here. Excuse me a second, back to get a tissue. Oh, there they are. I mean, that's actually not... Is that okay for a level up sound? Why does it sound so bad? Don't think so. Yeah, I need to... This needs to be an chord on the piano or something. The level up sound. It's just not enough. Oh, Turbo, thanks for the follow. Okay, so musical. The level up sound needs to be musical, and what was it? Something else. Oh, healing sound. And so I've been thinking maybe I'll add a low health warning sound but let's just leave that out for now. So I'm thinking if this is actually the bare minimum I need, apart from the musical stuff. What I don't have is water sounds, but that's a bit tricky. So I'll move them back. And the same for the soundscape elements. And in any case, I'll commit this. Oops, wrong button. And let's look at the to-do list. Sound specialization. Do I need this? I don't think right now. I do need an option screen, especially for volume. That also means I need an options file. And that's annoying. Save games portable. So something I can check off here. Yeah, 20 audio effects. Got plenty more. So that's good. That took me 1.5 days. Sound specialization. Let's move this back. 6 soundscapes. Move that back. Yeah, so I registered with Steam, gave them all my info that they required, and now they validated everything yesterday. And I did that yesterday at 12 noon, and today when I looked at it, it all went through. So I am now officially what do they call it? Steam partner, Steamworks partner, something. So I can set up a Steam page, which I think I'll do tonight. Yeah, I had a fun idea, which is Steam partner. Yeah, but I can tell you what they call it. Yeah, okay, it shows my partner ID. So important actions. Okay, so there's apparently stuff to do. But I had a fun idea, which I'm not going to do now because I'm going to end stream pretty soon, but I'll probably be live again tonight. And that was create a banner for the game inside the game world. So because I have no idea so I don't have a budget for an artist. I'm not that much of an artist myself. The direction of the game is not 100% clear, so I thought maybe just adding the title of the game in the game itself, nicely decorated with trees and stuff. Maybe that'll work for Steam. And yeah, I had some ideas for shorts. So I'll have to prioritize these things. I'm not sure in which order I'll do them, but I want to do a landing screen for the game in style of the 90s arcades. So when you open up the game, you get the logo on the top, you get start, continue options at the bottom, and in the background, the easy solution would be for I think it's Secret of Evermore that does this. You see the game world, and it's slowly panning, and then it fades to black, and you see another location, and it fades in, and it's panning. So that's the first idea. The second idea is I record gameplay. So after that panning, it shows you a playthrough of the game. How are you packing assets, by the way? Already using some binary format or going to use one? Oh yeah, like you see the old school racing arcade games when it's like gameplay but fades to different levels with menu screen text buttons. So yeah, exactly like that. And yeah, how I thought of this right now. So the idea is a bit older, but I can just use this starting screen as a video for Steam, for example. So it's kind of a trailer as well, just the landing screen. How I'm packing assets. So this might be a bad idea, but right now, and I intend to use this. Right now, what I'm doing is, so I have, my assets are a bitmap file, which is really just bitmap data that my editor reads and writes. Then I have the world data, which is just a giant array of tile structs. And then I have the sound file, which is just a wave file with known parameters. So it's 44.1, it's 16-bit, it's signed integer 16-bit, so that's easy. And what I do, I can show you how I bundle the game. So I have these calls right here. Yeah, that's pretty fine. If you had lots of waves, load BMT or whatever, then it's a pain. But your assets are quite minimal, so it's barely an issue. Yeah, so I am concatenating the audio files into one large file. So that's what I'm doing, to not have 20 of them lying around. And this is what I do when I package the game. I use .s for frag invert, like assembly. That's just what I named it. I got that from somewhere. It just stands for shader. It's GLSL. Just normal stuff. But I use a object copy to create object files from the assets. So terrain, this is my tile data. That's the bitmap. That's the sound. Vertex shader, fragment shader. I use object copy to create object files, which are then compiled in with the executable. So I deliver really just one file, and that's the executable. And the executable is 200 megabytes, I think, right now. Something like that. So yeah, there's just one file. I get you. What's the -B386? You're running on a 32-bit system, or is -B something else? That's just the actually, I have no idea. Let me look that up. So the -O format is differentiating between Windows and Linux. So if I look for format, I have the so in the Windows branch of my make file, the format is PE something, and in Linux it's ELF, but it's this is always the same, i386, and that's binary architecture, useful when transforming a architecture-less input file to an object file. Okay, so it's architecture-less, which means it's just a BMP file. It's not another executable. And this, yeah, that's actually the important part. I get these symbols in the game. So how that looks is in the file.c. That's just a new file I created. I have these external defined variables, and they come from the object files. So I can reference the data in the executable using these. And all I do is I have a read file function that I use throughout the game. And if it's the release build, so if it's not debug, if it's the release build, then I capture all the open calls and just return the pointer to the executable, to the data in the executable. And that's it. Otherwise, if I'm not in debug mode, then this does the typical fopen stuff. Yeah, you're just setting it to i386, which just makes it easier to get the data out of it. Something like that, yeah. It's quite neat. You're essentially packing things into a binary asset, which is going to make distributing the game 10 times easier. Yeah, exactly. And if you think about, for example, if you don't want people just to screw around with the with your assets for whatever reason, you'd have to create a pack format and your own binary files and etc. And I'll just put the bitmap, which doesn't have headers in my case, but if it was a normal bitmap file with bitmap file headers, etc., you can just put that in the executable, which is what I do with the wave file. So the give me the sound file, please. Even though the wave file is in the executable, I still have to parse it. So this read wave file is still run even though the data is inside the executable. So it's really just the whole wave file packed in there. Smart way to do it without having to create your own format or use a pack or word forever. Yeah, that's exactly. People can still write code and use some object dump or something like that to get the symbols, but that's not the end of the world at all. Yeah, sure. And I can as well. So if there's something to debug in an old release, I can extract all the data from the release executable, which means I don't have to make a backup for every release for all the asset data as well. I just have to back up the release files and the source files, of course. And yeah, so this is also not my idea. I stole this from Spelunky 2, which did this, which has had me stumped. Because I'm not sure what I was trying to get at. But I was looking at the Spelunky 2 game files, and it was just one binary. I think it was one 2 gigabyte sized binary. I could have created an internal versioning system by accident. Yeah. What's the binary size with all the assets mostly baked in? So right now it's, let me build for release. Type. I think it's 200 something. 140 megabytes. But I can get this down dramatically. So if I put in the work, that is, I can convert the, so I'm shipping a WAV file right now, which is uncompressed, which is giant. If I use OGG 4-bit instead, then that goes down from 50 megabytes to maybe 5 or 6 megabytes. And so the craziest thing is, if I look at the tile data, it's 48 megabytes. If can I zip this? Easily. The zip program is strange, but yeah, if I look at it now, zipped, it's 1.3 megabytes. That's insane. So I could get the executable to under 10 megabytes probably, but then I'd have to, because the zip compression is not a simple compression that I can just do in one function in C. Otherwise I would do that, but, and also the OGG4bis is also a bit more involved, but I could get it down to 10 megabytes, and that would be pretty cool actually. So at that, if you have that, then you can basically send debug builds of the app via email. That's not too bad. There's probably some compiler flags as well that can reduce the binary down. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, zipping the files and using not uncompressed audio could bring this down dramatically. But yeah, 140 megabytes. I mean, this is unzipped. So if I type release, if I bundle this, and this is the release file, then it's 72 megabytes. So it's okay. As long as my website provider doesn't complain, that's fine. So yeah, that's how I bundle up the game. Create a banner for, okay, that's what I just wrote. New images, that's also pretty important. I think tonight will be mostly marketing stuff. Not boring marketing stuff, but well, kind of boring. Creating images and such. And I also have to research how to add captions to shorts. So I'm pretty sure with OBS I can record vertical video, and that's enough. for what I want to do, but I need captions. Or I can add captions with OBS, but I'd rather not use a video editor. But maybe I'll have to. Does DaVinci Resolve work on Linux? Where am I? Linux, nice. Should do, yeah. But your details. Product information. Tell us how you use this product. Okay. What is this picture? What is this? Like you're gonna know before you use it. I like how it asks how you should use it and then what features it like before you even downloaded it. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like you're gonna know before you use it. Yeah. Okay, there's another person. I thought it's always the same guy because of the same hair color. And he's drinking, what is this, whiskey? While the other people are working. That's not fair. Looks like Pacific Rim on the screen, maybe. No idea. This all kind of looks like AI, because who has such a room? What you can't see is his gun out of view to force him to edit and color grade the footage. Yeah. Probably. Funny. Okay, so I'll go offline for now. Doing some other stuff. More blue, less green. It's actually a funny photo. It looks like an 80s pop band, but they are all just working on film. Make safe. Yeah, okay, I look at this later. All right. All right, 6-4. Thanks for hanging around. I studied film for 3 years before going to a CS degree. It's always been that cringy. That's funny. I have 2 friends actually that did study film as well. Yeah, okay. Good. So, thanks for watching. I'll be on again, I think, later tonight. If nothing gets in my way. If I could do it. Thanks, Turbo. You too. And Catch you maybe later. All right. Yeah, thanks for watching.